Hello guys, how's it going? Anyone that can't see this review on Instagram, please go, if you want to watch it, to D1 Vapes on YouTube. Now, I'm just a little fella, yeah, here in the north side of Dublin who started a channel, you know. I had to give up work because I was a brickie and I got hurt and all that, and I chanced my arm and I got me juices free and I reviewed them and all, and it's fucking great. I love doing it. I wanted to stop 1,000 times, but I just keep going and going and going. Nobody sends me much hardware. Vapefly did a few times, because I'm not big enough, you know what I mean? I'm not big enough. Do you know what I mean? That's okay, but I'm honest enough. That's all I know, yeah? Now, this is part 2 of the Ether BORO from Suicide Mods and the Bogan fella, right? You get your 2 tanks, your 0.5, your 0.8, your 1 mil inserts, your 2 mil, your 2.5. You're supposed to get a 3.5, some of them we're talking about. It's not in mine, but I have a 4 and I'm okay. And you get the other blue one as well, okay? Now, if you're under 18, go away, okay? This is not for you. Now, I'm just taking this apart here just to show you. Since last Friday, there's your chimney. This came last Friday morning. And since last Friday, there's your tank, the blue one. There's a clear and this is the Aussie edition. I've had a nightmare with this thing. And I would certainly say, if you're a newcomer to AIOs, steer clear of this, okay? Now, there's the little base that goes up under the tank, like this, and it snugs in, okay? That's the base. It has the airflow thing here, okay? Now, that's not what we're here to talk about. Everyone else talks about all that and goes down deep and low and shows you all the little things, right? Now, there's the way it sits in, and then that piece sits on and you push it up into it. Now, since last Friday, I built it 4 times, Saturday 3 times, Sunday 5, Monday probably 6 times, yesterday a few times to get it right, and then finally I started getting it right last night. Now, how can you expect anyone to get this right? Now, there's a 4 mil inner diameter insert in this, so it's for 70-30 juices. Now, everyone that's using this and saying, now I know a lot of people here are going to hate what I'm going to say here. See how high the cotton is there? See the bar that goes across there? I cut off those little pieces. I couldn't get this to wick. No matter how I thinned it out, no matter what I did, no matter how low I put the coil, no matter what size the coil was, no matter what. It vaped right when I saturated it, put it back, I got 4 or 5 hits, and then boom, it went, no flavour. Plenty of clouds. So I was saturated, so I knew it was going to work once I got the wicking right, but it's after taking me 6 fucking days. Now, I'm a guy who put 2, I know how to build, right? Now, I'm not an expert, but I put 2 3 mil inner diameter coils into the Manta, and it's fucking tight. That was years ago. And I'm just heartbroken. This thing, well, heartbroken's a big word. This thing, Ellie is selling it fairly right at the right money. But you have to get it shipped over here and so on. So I bought it in Europe. It was €88 and I had tokens from previous, so I got it for €68. The guy in the shed, I can't think of his name now, was saying that it's value for money at €60. It isn't. It isn't. You get your little plastic tanks and so on, but it needs to vape right. How is somebody going to get this right on the first go? When I bought the Osiris, when I bought you put in your bill, boom, it's working. It's giving you what it's supposed to. You know, and with Bogan then coming on with the introductory, saying that the flavour out of this is amazing. No, it's not. No, it's not. Okay, if you're doing salt, using salt, and you're going with a 1mm, yeah, because I don't vape like that. But this was designed for me at 70/30 with a 4mm. So that's why I took a chance. And you know what? I am sick. I bought this. I had to deform it, take off the 2 bars. There's the 2 little pieces there on a white base. 2 little pieces. I cut it off. I was so frustrated. And eventually, look where the cotton is right up nearly in line with this. And eventually now it's starting to wick. And me cutting off the pieces. Now, I know that this is sold out. I know that everyone loves Bogan and the guy in the shed and all that crack, and are going to call me a wanker. I'm not bothered. I'm not bothered. I'm telling the guy who is about to go into a shop and buy this, who's thinking it's lovely colours, there's loads of pins, Bogan this, Bogan that. And even your man in Scotland, I can't think of his name, in the shed said, I didn't get paid for this. Are all these people getting paid? How can you be subjective about an item for the guy who's going in, trying to stay off the smokes and is thinking of going for the AOYs because he doesn't want anyone to see him vaping in work or whatever the case may be? Do you know what I mean? He's not going to get this right on the first go. No fucking way. I mean, this thing, it's too hard. It's too hard to get right. Now, if you're vaping the salt and it's potent flavour and you're going with a 1mm, that's probably what people are doing. But for 70/30, I've had a nightmare. And a fucking nightmare. And I'm sorry the day I bought it. Now, it's a good looking thing. It has loads of pins and suicide mods. Now, I love suicide mods. You know what I mean? And I envy some of the people that can afford to buy some of the stuff from suicide mods. The clutches and all them. I have one clutch there I got in Europe. It was on sale. I'd love the whole collection of suicide mod stuff. I love them. Yeah, look, suicide mods every fucking where. Yeah, but this is a disaster. Now, I've got it. At last, I've got it. But you cannot expect anyone that's a newcomer to this, you know. And then people saying that it's well worth the money at £60. I mean, and they're getting paid for this stuff. You know what I mean? Like, I'll take all your stuff off you, anyone, any of the companies. I don't want to be paid. I want to tell the punter who's going to go in with his last few bob what to expect when you buy this. Yeah. That's what I want to do. And the juices and what to expect when you go in to buy that. To the best of my ability. Yeah? I'm not claiming to be an expert or anything like that, but I'm an expert for what I know. My experience is all I give. Yeah? And I can tell you one thing. I wouldn't be caught dead buying this again. I am absolutely sick I bought it. I bought something else. I'm waiting for something else to come. You know, it has put a bad taste in my mouth. I'm disgusted. I've just learned that people are getting paid. You know, how can you be subjective? You know what I mean? How can you say something is, you know, I don't know, I'm treading on a lot of people's feet here, but I really don't care. I really don't care, you know what I mean? How can you tell? Like, I've watched all these reviews. That's why I bought it. Nobody has told me, Shay, it's going to take you 6 days to get the wicking right and the size coil 0.25. Okay? Get everything right. Nobody has told me. You know, everyone has finished off by saying it's pretty good flavour, it's great flavour. You know, you have to put it up at high watts. But nobody's saying what I'm saying. What I found out about it. If I'd have seen anybody saying anything that I wouldn't have bought it. You know what I mean? I just would not have bought it. I'm absolutely sick I bought it. And €68 to me is a lot of money. For anyone who thinks that's not a lot of money out there doing reviews. I'm embarrassed to say I paid €68 for this. Now, Ellie, fair play to her, is selling it a lot cheaper. I sold out. And a lot of people love this. Bogan and love all these people. That's cool. I don't hate these people, but I'm just a bit annoyed, yeah? Oh, there's fantastic flavour out of this. Promoting it. Do you know what I mean? We decided to do this. We decide. How can you be subjective? How? Do you know what I mean? I just don't get it. I'm sick of it. Do you know what I mean? You know, I bought the Droid. I think it's the Droid, yeah? the Dryod or something's from Hirano and BD vape. I should have bought it with the Tycoon. But anyway, look, that's what I think of this Ether BORO. Yeah. Thank you for joining me, and I hope that was a bit of help.